Happy Sunday. Thanksgiving is around the corner. I've been fighting AI, Wikipedia saying that Thanksgiving is on the fourth Thursday of the month or the fourth week. Is that true? Is that true, my people? Someone out there, help me not feel so crazy. Can you guys hear me? Yep, you can. I think the mic is on. Yeah, the mic is on. I can see it now. Second shot at this broadcast is about flow, right? Not trusting rather than forcing. So, okay, I'm trusting this broadcast. What in the world, people? Please help me out. Where am I, Generation X? Happy Sunday. Check out the tree. Mm. JC is about to make some breakfast. Yay. Mhm. Poppy's right here, about to start barking very soon because we live right across the dog park. So she wants to go out and play every time, every time a doggy comes out. All right. But we're talking about flow. Something that Jimmy and I argue all the time because I'm like, come on, we got to get started. And he's like, no, I got to feel the room. You got to feel the room. So if you're with him, when I don't take myself so seriously. I'm about feeling the room. Okay, I'm about feeling the room. And then the other side of me is like, you got to start in time. You're not wasting people's time. Blah blah blah. The people pleasing start coming in. But anyway, we're talking about flow and the whole balance of trusting versus forcing. And Jimmy has called me. What is that from Parks and Rec? A steamroller? Steamroller? Okay. So this is definitely someone who's like forcing, but I guess the way I view it is like I'm moving the crowd, I'm getting people going, I'm activating, right? But for some people, that could certainly be a steamroller. And when I see other steamrollers, that's when I go, oh, do I do that? And when he tells me some names and I'm like, oh no, you did not compare me to someone else. But it's true. So how would I go on this week or for the rest of the year going with the flow? So I'm gonna let this, I didn't come on Friday, so it's Sunday and I don't feel well, I had a fever until like maybe 11, 12 a.m. right after Jimmy left. And then I decided to do nothing. I was gonna come live like later in the afternoon. And I was like, I think it's better for me to rest. And I'm glad. And yesterday was our date. So I decided, no, we're gonna go and have fun. I'm gonna come on live on a Sunday. So that's the version of me going with the flow this weekend. But man, how do I keep that going? And I like the word trust. So trusting in the bigger plan, trusting in God, trusting or whatever you call it, higher source, universe, God, whatever. Um, yeah, and that for sure, for me, that's I would say that's the root of it, right? When you're stuck on, well, but what about this, right? But just letting go. So yeah. So how can I make that into more I guess daily reminders? I will say meditation, journaling about it, um having this show as accountability to continue to share my journey. And I love that. I love I told my kids I don't actually, I'm using that as to put up my laptop, but I show my students the book that I said I was gonna go and read. It's about this thick. It's Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's extremely difficult to read. However, yesterday we went to Foxtails, and although I was upset, I didn't have my favorite meal because the whole collaboration didn't work out. Blah blah blah. My spicy chicken on a biscuit no longer is served since February at this Foxtail. I decided like just let it go. Let me just read. And for some reason, I've really felt like I understood a lot more now because Jimmy's advice has been just keep reading instead of like stopping, Googling. I even did like the audiobook. I have the audiobook so I could like compare myself or like have a goal. And I realized that that's a little bit of a pressure too. Like, I'm not a Spaniard scholar who just read the audiobook. I'm me, right? I'm Patty Zero. Currently a elementary Spanish teacher at an amazing, amazing magical school here in Orlando, Florida. So, uh, that's a good reminder. I guess taking myself places where the mood is going to be different because being at home, especially when you're sick, um, can really suck you in. I felt like I've been sucked in. The past 2 days, I've gone walking with Jimmy and Poppy during sunset again. Because those who follow me on Instagram, back at the Hamptons, I will post all the time, like posting sunsets like crazy. If you go to my Instagram account, that's all you see. Us walking by the lake, and man, there's just something very. It's like it's moving the energy out, but if I'm here, I'm gonna be stagnant. And even though I like my place, if we made it very cozy, the past 2 days just going outside, going on a walk, um, it's been nice because ever since we moved here, like I went out like the first few times to the pond, and then I was like, ugh. What? There might be alligators. What? There's coyotes. What? And it's most likely why I've been. This is my third time getting sick. So we're not going to blame the little children. All right. We're going to take responsibility that I have been in this space, between this space and the school, back and forth, or to my mom's place, and just like places, but not really outside. So um that will be a good one for me this week, just being outside. I think people are right. When you're outside, you get in touch with the bigger picture. And I'm talking like thriving bigger picture. I'm talking about like, hey, these trees get fed, these squirrels are running around getting food, they're being taken care of, they're trusting that they're gonna be okay. And yesterday I told Jimmy, hey, let's go to Foxtails, and let's not talk about plans. Let's not talk about how we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, how we're gonna thrive in this. How about just living? And a few of the plans didn't go. Like we went to two Foxtails. The first one was like, because it was at a garden, and you actually, in order to sit outside, you had to pay an entry of $15 for us just to sit outside. We're like, no, we're gonna go to another one. But yeah, that's funny. But um, just being outside, we were gonna just go and read. There was no planning, so we took books. So again, I took the big book that my laptop is currently being used. The book is helping my laptop come up here. So it was good. So okay, so going outside in nature, reading outside. I have not done that, but we do have a pool here, which Jimmy has been saying he's just gonna go and sit there, and they have a, what do you call those things, cabana. Cheers. No, there's like a beautiful little cabana lean back that you can read. I feel like I'll probably go to sleep, but there are places to go out there right now. uh I also want to let go of this balcony. I saw a crawly in the balcony, and we have not been outside since we moved here. It's been September, October, November. So 3 months because I saw a crawly out there. I haven't decorated, I haven't done anything. So it's time to let go of that so I could sit outside, so I could read there and get in touch with nature. So maybe the answer here, maybe Jimmy's right. Maybe we should get outdoor patio furniture. um and yeah, so we could just be outside. Anyway, being outside, it's gonna be my thing. That's my challenge of the week. That's my cow, people. What's it gonna be for you when it comes um to having more flow, which, in this scenario, meaning trusting more than forcing things, especially for all the steamrollers like me out there. How are you gonna let go and trust? And for me, we'll keep this short and sweet. Uh, Getting back to being outside, in nature, and I feel very blessed that I have trees around me, grass, a dog park, dogs that get it. These beautiful souls, they get that they gotta go outside, and it's not just like to poo and pee, because this little dog over here loves to socialize, loves other dogs, and she gets it. She gets that, hey, we gotta be outside, we can't stay home all day. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. So I could do the same at work. There's outdoor benches, there's outdoor tables. I've already have one class, shout out to McCarty's class, 1A. We've been doing Spanish classes outside. I'm like, hey, can I take the kids? Absolutely. And we're starting slow, 5 minutes outside. I think last week it was a little longer, maybe it was like 8. I plan to have a full 30 minutes outside, with the kiddos, being in nature, and I'll keep you updated on that and different ways, because with the same token of not forcing things, I believe that it's time to create more videos that I can take more time to edit and to put out here on the tube, as Jimmy will call it, and instead of putting so much pressure of me coming to a live broadcast. So the next live broadcast is going to be this coming Friday, and it will be the last one for this season 5. And when would I come again live? I am not sure. Most likely, um possibly like during summer, but I do know that I want to put videos, that I want to create more art with my videos, in the sense of like taking the time to edit, to figure out shots, and still come here and share where I'm up to. But that's what I got, because well, I guess just more transparency. I don't want to force a community. I don't. I want an organic community where when I come live and we start conversations, that there is um someone talking back. Hello, is anybody out there? Right? Instead of me and a camera and the usual like 18 views, 20 views. Sometimes in the shorts we get like 400 or whatever views, but I'm not sure where they're coming from. They have been mean comments from stupid people. And Yeah, we're not gonna accept that. We're not gonna play with that. But that was like last year or just a few months ago. So anyway, I certainly want an organic community. So I'll come out next Friday. It will be like the goodbye of season 5, and coming out with more videos that I want to create as art. And that's Jimmy looking at me. I don't think you guys can hear, but he's putting the windows down, and the window is like from 1950. This is an old building. But no, I'm kidding. Probably 1990 something. It's an old, it's a really old window. Which is a little nostalgic, right? Like back in the 90s, when we were teens, for those who are Generation X, and carefree. Oh, carefree. Hey, yeah. Yeah, that's another flow word, carefree. Oh, I had the conversation with my students in after school. I had I strongly disagree and I strongly agree signs, which I will ask questions and students will move to which side they decided, and then we were discussing just all right answers. And it was very interesting, because some of them reflected that they were more carefree when they were younger. And right now they feel stress, and um, it's one of the reasons why they don't feel as carefree. Some of them, um, man, I guess I'm not saying good parenting, but just like they're modeling a parent who fosters being carefree. I'm not gonna obviously say the name of the student, but she was like, "Who cares?" Right? Like, and she does walk around like, "Who cares?" Like, "Oh, okay, I got a low grade." She's right there with my message. Grades do not define who you are. So she's there. She's very carefree, and I think she's the one that likes to give Mr. Zito, aka Jimmy, as we all know him, donuts in the morning. That's such a carefree spirit. So I love that. So anyway, what's gonna be your flow for this week or for this month or for this season? Especially if you're a steamroller like me. Are we friends? Did I, are we here? Let me know in the comments, or if you know me, obviously reach out via text, email, or wherever you find this. So thank you for tuning in, especially you who has stayed to the very end of today's broadcast. I'll see you on Friday. At any point, I will use my phone for that one. But yeah, that will be the last. Bye bye, season 5. Thank you. See you Friday.